Happy Thursday, Coach Dwana here. I have received so many requests for details about the Ellen Show, so I definitely want to jump on and give you guys that experience. But I also, first of all, thank you so much for the calls and texts and concern over my decision to get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Yes. I was a one and done shot. I was very excited to have a one and done. And I want to preface it by saying that I was not in a rush to get the vaccine when it first came out. Reason being, my family and I, we are very healthy. We have been out and about, right? Making sure that we're safe and we're protecting ourselves. But I'm working in a gym. My daughters are going to musical theater. My son's playing football. We drink a ton of water. We take our daily dose of dense nutrition every single day. And we're a really healthy family. And so I felt like, I honestly felt like by going in to get the shot, like I would get sick. I would get sick by going into the hospital and then I get something funky. And so the priority for me was to make sure that people who really, really needed it and really, really wanted it had the opportunity to go and get it. And so I'm proud of myself and my husband for that. Let's see. When I got the shot, I think it was a week and a half before all the stuff came out about them halting the Johnson & Johnson vaccine because some people had gotten blood clots and all that. And so then I was getting texts because I did share that I got the vaccine on my stories. So when I got home, right from getting the shot hurt a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it hurt. It was worse than a flu shot. And I, right away, if you're a flu shot person or a vaccine, you just know I rubbed it really well. And then I came home and I worked my butt out because I know better than to come home and sit still. I got it flowing through my body, whatever the medical term is. And I slept great that night. The next day I felt very tired, like pregnancy tired. And I experienced those symptoms for the next couple days. Never got a fever. And then after that, I felt great. So I have heard, I think recently that they've done a couple more studies and that it will be re-released. But I just wanted to share that. I'm proud of myself for getting that vaccine. I'm proud of myself for educating myself on the reasons why I wanted to get that vaccine. And also, I'm really proud of myself that I'm not going to judge anyone who chooses not to get it. If you're choosing not to get it, there must be a reason. There's something that is valuable to you and your family and you feel that it's not necessary. Rock your life. I wanted it for me. I wanted it for my husband. We are both glad that we got the vaccine and we can continue to live our life and educate our children on how to stay safe and stay joyful. But thank you. Thank you very much for the concern. All right. The Ellen Show. So again, I auditioned it was either October or November of last year. My girls and I were watching Game of Games. I love laughter and games and all that stuff. So we're just having a good old time. And then it popped up, if you want to audition, here's what you do to submit your video. So we literally that day busted into the kitchen and we just showed who we were and laughed. And I expressed interest in showing up on her show and doing whatever I could to participate. So was very grateful. In January, I did get a call asking if I was still interested. And of course, I said yes. And so he explained that because of COVID and the restrictions, we couldn't finalize a date at that time, but he just was at this point kind of gauging the interest of anyone who had sent in a submission video. So grateful for that. Well, this past Friday, last Friday, is when the casting director called and said, "Are you interested? We need you for Monday." So shout out to my mom because I would not have been able to do that. Literally just this past week, all three went back to school and there was two kids that start at 7:50 and then one that starts at 9. And then pickup times obviously are different times as well. So I get there and very kind. I pull up to the Warner Brothers studio lot. You have to get a pass. Obviously, they give you all the lowdown about wearing your mask when you get there. Wait for me and I'll come pick you up. Takes us into the Warner Brothers studios. And I grew up performing. So I love the smell of the theater. I love the lights. I love it all. And that's what it reminded me of. When I first walked in, the smell of the studio, super nostalgic. And then most recently, my kids' work and my work with Kathy Rigby and McCoy Rigby Entertainment and the La Mirada Theater, it just brought up just so much joy to know that this is coming back. Like this is a reality again when it's been shut down and so many people have lost jobs because of COVID. So that was really the first emotion that really hit me. And then I met my co-contestant. She's adorable, and we had a chance to get to know each other in the room. We had several people coming in and out of the room and just kind of checking on us, seeing how we're doing. Wardrobe had the conversation about what we want to present on stage, and if we needed help with changes of clothes, and if we needed help after we got wet in case we didn't bring anything to dry off in or dry clothes to go home in. And that was really neat. And something that I will share is I thought it was very important and special that the casting director, the gentleman that helped us, was like, share your experience, but don't give away the movie magic. Don't give away too much of what's going on behind the scenes, because that's what makes it really special. And 100%, I agree with that. And I'm going to keep a lot of that to myself, right? I was able to come home and told my husband and my kids, but I'm going to keep that to myself, because maybe that will inspire someone else to do your video, show up for a show, have an amazing time, and get to meet some new people and just experience the thrill of life. Okay, so when it was time, we got prepped, and there was lots of things that I wanted to say. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I had this long old script that I wanted to say to Ellen when I got to meet her. Like, I am a business owner. I own a wellness business, and I work for Orange Theory, and I work for Kathy Rigby, and I'm a supernatural coach on the Oculus, and I do boot camps outside because I don't want women to be sad, and I want all of us to be joyful and wake up and know that we can own our freaking life and do whatever the hell we want to do if we believe in ourselves enough, especially after loss. I couldn't say all that. Yeah, I was like, yeah, we gotta take it up. We gotta. Also, once we got on the show and they gave us the ins and outs of the game, I thought it was really cute because they said, if you're going for the bottle, go for the bottle. So the actual first question, I got the bottle. And I feel like an idiot after this question because they took it out. It wasn't aired. But basically the first question was, Ellen asked, we just watched the Oscars this past weekend. Obviously, this was last week. What is the name of the Sesame Street character that lives in the trash can? We both went for the bottle. I got the bottle. And I proudly threw my arms back and I'm like, the Grouch. And Ellen says, what's the full name? The Grouch, dude. That's the full name. She's like, that is not correct. And then she goes to the other kid, would you like to take a try? And she's like, the Grouch that lives in the trash can? And she's like, no, I just said we watched the Oscars. It is Oscar the Grouch. I'm like, my kids are going to kill me. So that didn't air, but none of us got wet. And so it was fine. And then the next two questions, she got the bottle and you guys saw how the ending went. What I think is so neat is there's so much, right? The thrill of the excitement of seeing Ellen in person. I think I saw Twitch. Yeah, he was off to the side. And then the stage was all set with video camera or video sets so that we could see people who were watching from home. And you see the people who were actually working the magic backstage. So immediately after the water and the money came down, Pete Will, amazing people coming out, giving us towels. Someone got, he put the stack of money in her hand. I did not realize that the TV box came out behind me until I came home and watched the show. Like, there was just so much going on. I thought it was adorable how wet she got. You get so wet. You get so wet. And just all of the people that I met. And I really, really, not just for this show, but just for in life, I really took it in. I remember the lights. I remember the smells. I remember the faces of the people who worked there. I remember the way that the dressing room looked and the kindness of the people that, showed us care and made sure that we were doing okay. I remember all of that, and I'll take that with me forever. It was such a fun, amazing experience. My co-contestant was super cute. We are now friends on Instagram forever. Also, she's a nurse, so I was just like, I adore you already. Thank you for everything that you do and everything you continue to do. And traffic sucked getting home. I was like, we left there at like 4, and I was like, okay, I'll see you at 11 p.m. tonight because everybody's back to work, and LA traffic, no bueno. But it was such a great time. And the last time I submitted for a game show, I was still working at Ingram. And I want to say, I think it was before Tati was born. So it had to be like 2010. No, it was before I got the manager job. So it was probably 2010. I went on to audition for Wheel of Fortune. And I made it through like the second pass. And so I was down to like the third pass before you go on and like do the whatever. And I didn't make it. And I mean, I was, you know me, I'm stupid excited. I'm jumping up and down like, woohoo. I even guessed the letters right. I didn't get picked. I was kind of bugged. I was kind of bugged by that. But it's my fault that it took me this long to submit again, right? So that's the point, is don't wait 10 years, over 10 years like I did. Like, you want to do something, go do it. If it's eating at you and it's constantly talking to you, right, personally, that's your sign that you need to do it. The universe is asking you to answer the call. Otherwise, that's going to go to someone else. That's going to go to, if you're not going to be the body to bring that to life, it's going to find another body who will. I love that. That's from Liz Gilbert. Thanks, Liz Gilbert. Big magic. Yeah, so it was great. I am so joyful. I'm so grateful that I had that experience. And I, again, appreciate everyone who has shown concern over my COVID vaccine. Glad that I got it, feeling amazing, and always taking care of myself. I'm wishing you the same. Let me know if this reached you, if you have any other questions. And I will see you soon.